Why is using vintage tech so frustrating for retro fans? Imagine hunting down a classic cassette player or an old gaming console, only to find it doesn't work like it used to. That's a common scene for retro fans who love vintage technology. These devices hold a special place in pop culture and lifestyle trends, but they come with a lot of headaches. First off, compatibility is a big issue. Older devices often need specific cables, connectors, or formats that are no longer available. For example, connecting a vintage computer to modern Wi-Fi networks can be nearly impossible without special adapters or outdated hardware. Then there's the performance problem. Vintage tech usually runs slower and has less memory, which means slow startup times and laggy gameplay. Trying to run newer software or apps on these old machines is often a lost cause. Maintenance is another challenge. As devices age, parts wear out or break. Finding replacement parts for old electronics like floppy disk drives or CRT monitors can be tough and expensive. Repairing these devices requires special skills that many modern technicians don't have anymore. User experience can also be frustrating. Older devices lack the user-friendly interfaces we're used to today. No touchscreens, no sleek menus, just clunky buttons and confusing setups. Navigating a vintage radio or a first-generation mobile phone can feel like solving a puzzle. From a cultural point of view, the appeal of vintage tech is rooted in nostalgia and a desire to reconnect with simpler times. But these devices weren't built for our current digital lifestyle. They often lack the convenience of modern devices like instant connectivity or fast processing. Many retro fans try to bridge this gap by using emulators or modified hardware, but that takes technical know-how and effort. Sometimes, enthusiasts spend hours repairing or sourcing rare parts just to keep their favorite vintage gadgets running. The truth is, using vintage tech can be a balancing act. The nostalgic charm is real, but so are the frustrations. It's a mix of loving the look and feel of old devices while dealing with their limitations. This tension is part of what makes the retro revival so interesting. It's about appreciating the past while accepting the practical challenges of today's technology. So, if you're into vintage tech, be ready for some troubleshooting, patience, and maybe a little DIY spirit. That's all part of the fun, even if it can be frustrating at times.